Oh, they can't. They can see us, but we can't see them.
Oh, we control them. Oh, that's not good.
Turn that light off.
Which one?
Which coffee? Turn on. No, that's no good. Maybe over here.
That's yeah, better.
That's better.
Okay, caps on. You ready?
Yeah.
Hello, is there anybody there?
Oh, hi, my name's Gemma.
Hi, Gemma, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Hi, you both okay?
Yeah, we're very well. It's Dan and Sig from Challenge the Wild. We're just going to wait for a couple more participants to join, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So where are you from, Emma?
I'm from Sheffield, actually.
How are you, and which event are you going on?
I'm going to do Challenge the Wild.
Yeah, whereabouts?
In the lakes.
Ah, fantastic.
Gemma, are you doing the 1 day or the 2 day?
Oh, no, actually, I'm not doing that one. My friend's doing the lakes. I'm going to do the Challenge the City.
Oh, you're doing Challenge the City. In which location?
In London.
Oh, fantastic. So you're all excited.
I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, is that Daniel?
Oh, hello there. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hi
It's
there.
Dan and Sig here from Challenge the Wild.
Oh, hello there. Hi. You're right. Sorry, have I done this right? Yeah. Hi. Hello. You okay?
Very well. We're just waiting for a few more people to join, if that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, of course. Yeah. I didn't know if I was doing it all right, but I obviously am, so that's good.
And which event are you taking part in, Daniel?
So I'm going to be coming up to. It's up in Scotland. Is it Loch Tay? I think it is. A 1 day event that my work have organised. So yeah,
fantastic. We're actually off to Loch Tay tomorrow, so we'll look after the place for you before you get there.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so no, it's so we're going up and we have a charity that we always raise money for at my work, which is a local hospice in Tunbridge Wells, where I'm from, and so we kind of yeah, we do regular things to raise money, but we've never done anything quite like this. So a few of the guys have said for me to join this and find out what it's all about, really.
Good stuff. Well, you're in for a great time, I promise you that.
Cool, thank you.
Is there anything you're nervous about, Daniel?
Well, I think kind of, well, for me, it's kind of, and maybe some other people feel like this as well, but I know there's some kind of water stuff involved, and I mean, I'm an okay swimmer. Actually, we're just teaching my kids to swim because I didn't really learn to swim as a kid particularly much, and so for me, the water bit, I know some of the guys were saying that there might be some things involving water, so I guess to know what they are and just really know what's involved in that would be really good.
Because well, hopefully we'll be able to answer all your questions anyway. So and put your mind at ease a bit.
Question, Daniel.
Hello.
It's Kev here. I'm glad you asked that question, Daniel. It's something I've been wondering myself as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, hi, Kev. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Is that who's that?
This is Sig and Dan.
Oh, hi, Sig. Hi, Dan. How are you?
We're very well, thank you. We're very well. And where are you going, Kev?
I'm going to the Lakes, Coniston.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm doing a day event there.
Have you ever done anything like this, Kev?
No, nothing like this before. So I'm really looking forward to it, but also nervous as well. Yeah, it's great that we got the opportunity to meet you guys as well and ask some of those questions hopefully later on.
Brilliant. Well, we're just waiting. We've got one more attendee that is booked on. We'll just give her a couple of minutes.
I'm on. Sorry, I'm Joe. I'm attending the Brecon Beacons.
Hi, Joe.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
Not. I've done a couple of things for charity before. Like I've done a couple of runs and a couple of cycling events, but nothing quite like this.
Oh, fantastic. So something completely different for you.
Yeah.
Are you doing this through work as a team building, or are you doing it with a group of friends?
I'm doing it for a couple of us in our team at work for a team building exercise. So yeah, really excited. So I'm sort of joining this call on behalf of them.
Brilliant. And I think we've just got somebody else just joined. Have we got Yasmin? Is that Yasmin?
Hi, yes, it's Yasmin. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hi,
can.
Yasmin.
Hi, how are you?
We're good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I was really excited actually to join this webinar.
Good stuff.
I'm really excited for the event, and I just wanted a bit more information about it. So yeah, really excited.
Which event are you doing, Yasmin?
I'm going to the Lake District one.
Oh, fantastic. 1 day or 2?
It's a one-day event.
Right, and have you ever done anything like this before?
No, this is completely new.
It sounds like you're all in the same boat, which is good. So, anyway, guys, can you all hear us okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
And can you see us?
Yes. I can't see you. Wait. Yeah.
But you can hear us, so that's okay.
I can hear you, yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Right, okay, so just to sort of kick it off, suppose you'd really like to know who we are. So my name's Dan, as you probably gathered by now, and I'm the Challenge Director for Challenge the Wild. And this is Sig, sat next to me, and Sig's a Challenge Manager, and between us, we work on all of the events across the country. You know, it's interesting chatting to you when you first came on. You're all interested in you know, going to different places, and you're all going for different reasons. So you will not just get to hear our voices, you will more than likely get to see our faces. So and actually work with us on the event. So you're in the right place. And in terms of you know, what this is all about, we've set up these webinars so that, you know, you guys who are coming away, you've all said you know, you're quite nervous. Some of you have said that you've got some fears and got some questions, and that's really what we're here to answer. And we're here to make sure that at the end of this webinar, you've got those answers that you need, and you're ready to go, and you're comfortable and looking forward to your event. All sound good to you?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, who wants to kick off with a question?
I've got a question. It's Gemma. I was going to do the Challenge the Wild with some friends, and I got scared after I read all the information. So another friend is doing the Challenge the City in London. So I've joined that one. I'm feeling all right, but I just want to know how hard it is. It might sound like a daft question, but is it really hard?
Okay, well, do you know what? That, you know, look, it's a challenge, and you've got to remember, you know, that a challenge, whether you're doing it as part of a company, for a team build, as some of you are, or whether you're raising money for charity, you know, it is a challenge, and particularly if you're raising money for you know, for a charity, people are not going to, you know, want to sponsor you if it's easy or if it's a holiday. But saying that, we've been very specific in the way that we've designed our challenges. So we wanted them all to be all-inclusive. So it doesn't really matter how fit you are. It doesn't really matter if you've got those fears, whether it's heights. I know some people have mentioned water. It is hard, but at the same time, it's achievable. And we, as instructors, and you're not just going to see me and Sig, you're going to see a load of other instructors on your challenge and on your experience. And we're there to help you. So, sort of in answer to your question, yes, it is hard, but it's achievable. And we're not going to set anybody up to fail. And that's what you need to remember. You need to remember that you're going to come away, you're going to have a great time, and you're going to achieve. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure you do that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Sorry, it's Daniel again here. Sorry. you're Dan, aren't you? You said that about the water thing. I guess that's the thing that I'm most worried about, really. And one of the guys who was going said they've seen on a video that people are jumping into water. Is that something that you have to get involved in?
Do you want to answer that, Sig?
Yeah, I mean, look, we will do our best to. We want you to take part in every single one of the activities. If it's a case of you, as long as you try and you give it the best shot that you can give, you know, we won't make you do anything you don't want to do. But again, you're doing it for charity. It's about taking yourself out your comfort zone. It's about facing your fears, and remember that you're doing it to raise money. So it's meant to be challenging. It's meant to be hard. It's meant to be difficult. So we want you to try and push yourself. But no, I mean, if you got to the point and you could not do it, no, we would not make you do it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm just going to add something to that in the respect that, you know, one thing that we were very keen to do with Challenge the Wild, Challenge the City, and all our events was make sure that our instructors lead by example. You know, we're quite unique in that respect, in the fact that, you know, if you guys go into a waterfall, we go into a waterfall. If you guys abseil, we abseil. If you guys zip, we zip. You know, and working with you like that, it means that, you know, we get to know you and support you, and we do that every step of the way. It isn't a case of just taking you somewhere and saying get on with it. We will do absolutely everything, and the team will do everything with you, and that's quite a unique point for us.
Dan,
Yeah.
Kev here. Can I just ask in relation to that? So I've got a bad back. Will this affect me in participating in any of the events or activities that are taking place on the day?
Well, that, in all honesty, depends on how severe your back problem is. What I would, you know, without breaking your sort of medical confidentiality over the webinar, I know you've probably, or I would hope you've registered for the event now. You know, was it something that was on your registration form initially, or is it something that's happened since?
No, absolutely. I put it on my registration form when we registered through Eventbrite, that one of the people in our team did for us.
Brilliant. So, you know, if it's gone through and it's passed, then we're satisfied that you can come. What I would say is, you know, like everything, you know, health and safety and medical conditions are our priority. You know, yes, it's about a challenge, as we've said, and yes, there's an element of it being tough and hard. But at the same time, you know, your safety and your medical well-being are our priority. So what I would do, you know, as I say to anybody who has got any concerns from a medical perspective, is when you get there on the event, you know, let's see how it is. The instructor that works with you, you know, you're going to see me, you're going to see Sig, but the instructor that works with you, let's make them aware, and we will manage every activity bit by bit. There are lots of things that you can do depending upon the severity of your back problem, but I wouldn't put it off unless it's that severe that you are in a lot of pain, or that severe that you are you know, unable to walk. I wouldn't necessarily sort of let yourself be put off by that. What I will say is, Kev, because again, you know, this is confidential and it's probably not the right forum to discuss it. What I will say is, you know, give the office a call. Get hold of me, get hold of my number, and we can have a chat off air about it, just to give you a little more confidence in that.
Oh, that's great. I'll definitely do that. I really appreciate that, Dan. So obviously, just to make sure everything's okay, you know, you say I can chat to the instructor on the day. Do you have a first aider as well at each of your events?
Yeah, we do. So, you know, as we've said, you know, sort of the medical side, the health and safety side is you know, our sort of serious issue. It's something that we take very seriously, and all of the instructors, by the nature of what they do, have to be first aid qualified. And just so you are aware, there is a huge emergency management plan behind it, a huge safety plan behind it. You know, you often don't realize it, you guys, when you're doing things, the amount of work that's gone into making sure you're safe and making sure that we can look after you in every eventuality.
That's really great to hear. Thanks for that, Dan. You've put me at ease, and I'm looking forward to it even more now.
Brilliant. Well, like I've said, let's have a chat off air. It is a sort of confidential issue. I appreciate that. So let's have a chat. Give the office a call. I'll arrange to speak to you, and we can talk away from this forum.
Yeah, appreciate that. I'll give the office a call tomorrow and get that sorted.
Brilliant. I'll let them know that you're gonna call him.
Thank you.
Hi Dan, it's me, Yasmin. I just wanted to know, because I don't really like walking that much, so I just wanted to know how much walking will I be doing on like a one-day event? Well, mine is a one-day event, but also if I was to sign up to a two-day event, which I'm thinking about doing, if I really enjoy this one, then how much walking is involved in that as well?
So in terms of the walking, I mean, it's by the nature of the event and the way that we've set it up as being sort of inclusive to everybody taking part, the way that we like to structure it's more about the activities, it's more about conquering fears, it's more about achieving things that you didn't think you could do. The trekking element is part of it. I'm not going to tell you fibs by saying there isn't any trekking. There is, but the treks that we've got, you're going to the Lake District, aren't you?
Yes.
So the treks in the Lake District, you've got on the first day, about 8 kilometres to walk. And on the second day, if you were to do a 2-day, it's about a similar distance. Now, that might sound like a lot to you, but genuinely, it isn't a race. We take our time. We go at the speed of the slowest person. And actually, they are not particularly challenging treks. They are treks that are now fairly low level, and they're actually in a beautiful part of the Lake District. And I always say to people when they say, do you know what, I'm really not into the trekking side of it, I always say to them, I guarantee you when you finish the event, you'll finish, and you'll actually have really enjoyed the experience of doing it. So don't worry about that side of it. It's not like we're going to march you 30 miles uphill.
Brilliant. Okay, then that's fine. And also, I had one more question. Do you guys have reception on phones in the mountains?
Depending on where you are, which location. So in your case, in the Lake District, there's definitely reception on at the campsite. There's certain sections along the way where you won't find reception, but there will be patches where there will be plenty of reception for you.
Brilliant. Okay, then that's fine.
Hi, it's Gemma. Is it all right if we take our phones with us? Is that safe to do?
Yeah, you take your phone with you. I mean, we don't just look after you; we look after your belongings. So there will be certain occasions. I'm sure none of you want to go into any water with your phone in your pocket. But what we do is we have like a safe bag. So when you get to those sort of activities, you'll be able to put your phones in the safe bag and then pick them up after you've finished. But it's worth taking your phone because most people these days, unless I'm wrong, they all use their phones for their cameras, don't they? And you guys are going to want to take some shots of the experiences that you're having and the beautiful environment that you're in. One thing I will add on phones is a lot of people, when they say there's no signal, they worry. Some of you, I don't know, some of you might be parents. Some of you might be worried what happens if your kids need to get hold of you or the school needs to get hold of you. There is ways of getting hold of our staff on the ground. On the event instructions that you've received, there is a contact number, and also in addition to that, all our staff can communicate with each other not through phones but through radios. So if you didn't need to get hold of if somebody needed to get hold of you, or you desperately needed to get hold of somebody, then we can do that regardless of your signal.
Actually, that reminds me of that question about whether you can take your phone with you. What are the things? I mean, I've seen that kind of kit list of what I need to bring, which obviously I can read. So is that everything? If I just follow that list, I'll have everything, will I?
Everything on the kit list is what you should be bringing with you. Like Dan's just said, you can take your phones around with you, and there will be an instructor there who can hold on to it for the sections that could potentially ruin your phone through water or anything like that. So you can always keep it on you. And yeah, just stick to the kit list with, everything that you need is on there.
Will wetsuits be provided?
So again, depending on which location you're going to, for instance, the Lake District, you don't need a wetsuit at all. But Scotland and the Brecon Beacons, yeah, wetsuits will be provided.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, and then, sorry, just on that, I'm just thinking about the activities. Will I have to take part in every activity, or can I bob out of some of them?
Well, I think as you know, I think somebody asked a question about jumping into water earlier, and it's the same principle on everything. You know,
Okay.
we're here to give you the experience of a lifetime. We're here to help you and try and make you achieve things that you're perhaps nervous of doing. And we will give you, you know, every bit of encouragement we can. You know, half of our instructors, let me tell you, they might as well be social workers and counsellors other than outdoor instructors. They're that good at coaxing you to do things. Okay, but believe me, guys, you know, we're there to help you. Of course, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to, but we will certainly do our best to help you achieve.
Great, thank you.
I always end up getting lost everywhere, so I just wondered, like, where do we all meet, and is there a number for you guys that we can have in case we're sort of lost on the way and we want to get hold of you on the day for when we arrive?
So everything that you'll need to know about where to meet, where to park, anything like that will be sent to you just before the event, so you'll have everything that you need. There will be a number on the day that you can ring to make sure you're in the right place. So yeah, that will all be sent out to you.
Have you all got your event instructions, guys? Have you all managed to download them and get hold of them?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've had those, and so yeah, I've seen there's a like it looks like a Manchester number, but does that divert then presumably to somebody with a mobile, I guess?
Yes, it does. It diverts to the person who's looking after the logistics and the arrival on the ground. Normally, one of us two. So yeah, it does divert.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Those instructions.
Sorry, Sig, you just mentioned about there's parking. So is there always parking like at the site, and do you have to pay for it, or is that free?
Most of these sites are all free or included. There is one or two that you have to pay, but it is only a small fee depending on which one you're going to.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, all the ones that you guys are going to, there is no charge.
Yeah.
I was worried about paying for the prices in London, so that's good. Thank you.
I had a question actually. It's Yasmin again. Do we basically, like, is there a point system or something? So when we do the activities, if I was too scared to do an activity and I didn't do it, would I lose points from that?
Well, in terms of a lot of we get this a lot actually. We get a question, you know, is it a competition? I think everybody deep down is a bit competitive, and the answer is for you guys on your charity. If you're going on the charity event, it doesn't tend to work that way. As we've mentioned about, it was you that asked the question, wasn't it, about trekking?
Yes, it was
Yasmin?
me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you know, as we said then, you know, look, it's not points scored in terms of speed. It's, you know, we run it in the way that, you know, it's about you achieving, and it's about you showing a willingness and a commitment to do things. You don't lose points if you don't do anything. It really is about a personal experience more than that sort of competition side. The only people that get really competitive is, I know some of you are working for companies. Are any of you just on an exclusive company event where it's just your company running it?
I think so. On it's Daniel here. I think so on mine. I guess I'm not entirely sure, but I think that there's quite a lot of us going. So there's probably 60 of us, maybe. So maybe we are all the exclusive.
You guys, well, yeah. I mean, when it's an exclusive event, that's where the sort of competition element gets brought in, because you know, particularly with companies, they're obsessed with being competitive. I don't know what it's like in your office, but
yes, it is. Yeah, you're right.
You don't work in sales, do you?
No, I work in software, but yeah, we do compete, yeah.
Super competitive. So yeah. You guys, it will be run as a competition, but again, it's not done on speed. It's not about losing points if you don't do something. It's about you. The instructors monitor you and assess you guys on teamwork, on supporting each other, on leadership, on how you work together. That's the key to doing well in challenges like this.
Is it timed? Like, you have a certain amount of time to do all the activities?
No, it's not. The events aren't timed at all because we felt that that was an element that we didn't want to be included in this event or any of our events, because we feel that it's about achieving a personal goal for each individual. So it's not about being timed. It's about working together as a team. It's about conquering your fears. It's about doing something out of your comfort zone. So that's where you're getting your points, not on the times side of things.
Okay.
That sort of relates actually to something that was in my mind, which is about, so in terms of the start time, and so I'm driving up from, well, I live in Tunbridge Wells, so I'm staying with my family on the way up actually, and then we'll get to, is it one of the locks it's at, isn't it?
Lock 10, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll put it in my sat nav. So obviously I don't want to be late. So sort of when does it start, and when could I expect to be headed off at the end of the day?
Well, where are you stopping? Tunbridge Wells is a long way to Loch Tay. Where are you stopping overnight in between?
Yeah, I've got family up in Newcastle, so sort of halfway, I guess, up the way. But so I'll settle from them, or I mean, maybe I'll find somewhere nearer if. Newcastle's
okay. The event starts. You have to be there. As per your event instructions, for 9 o'clock. As long as you're there for 9, and if you're going to be a little bit late, you've got that number to call us and let us know. We don't tend to leave, till everybody gets there, and we appreciate that there's obviously traffic, but give yourself plenty of time. Loch Tay is a stunning venue, and you'll, to be perfectly honest, you'll enjoy the drive up to it. You're going to see some fantastic scenery. So give yourself time, and obviously be safe on your travels if you're leaving early.
Yeah. Okay. So it starts at 9, and when does the day finish then?
You're on the one day, aren't you?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be done for providing, and because as we've said, it's not timed. So it's an approximate finish time, but approximately you'll be finished for about sort of 4:30. Some groups are a little bit later because we want them to achieve and we want them to finish. Some groups, who are road runners, finish a little bit earlier. So we'll sort of play it by ear. It's roughly about 4:30.
Okay, thank you for that.
I have another question. It's Yasmin again. So I'm pregnant. Can I still take part in the activities?
So with pregnancy, there are certain elements that you can't take part in, unfortunately. Some of certainly not the canyoning. I'm really sorry. The canyoning is a no-no. The climbing and the abseiling, you can't do either. Anything with the jumping into the ice cold water, it's just too much of a risk for you. You can, however, take part in the trekking side and some of the scrambling. So there are ways of enabling you to still take part in the whole event and still join in. And
I tell you what, Yasmin. As with Kev, give us a call tomorrow. I know these things are quite sensitive, so we probably, we need to know a little more. Sig's absolutely right. It can restrict what you can do, and the safety of you, is our priority. But I know you're probably a little bit disappointed by some of the things that we've just said. But do us a favour, pick up the phone tomorrow. As Kev, give the office a call, get hold of me or Sig, and we'll have a sort of off-air chat, because medical issues are very confidential, and so that's probably a better option for you.
Okay, well, I'll definitely give you a call tomorrow.
Brilliant. We'll figure something out. If obviously if it's going to restrict you, we'll talk through your options, and then we'll also talk through your options a little bit later down the line if you're not happy. So let's just have a chat off air tomorrow. I think that's a good call.
Okay. I'll just say to Yasmin as well, one of my friends did the challenge a while back when she was pregnant, and she couldn't do everything, but she still absolutely loved it. She loved cheering everybody on, and there were loads of bits that she could do and stuff, so you probably still will have a really good time anyway.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it, and I just don't want the pregnancy to limit me or in any way. And I'm quite competitive as well, so I like to get involved. But yeah, I'm still really happy to come along and the activities that I can do as well. But I'll definitely give you a call tomorrow, Dan, and then we can talk about it more.
Yeah, just give us a call. It's important we sort of have that conversation.
Yeah.
And don't worry, I mean, we will still make sure you feel a part of it.
Okay. Brilliant.
Has anybody got any more questions, guys?
No, I think that's everything from me. You guys covered it off earlier, so yeah, that's everything.
You always find out that the questions that you've got, everybody else asks.
Yeah.
So,
I know. Sorry, something's just popped in my head because I remember reading somewhere about like a food taste test. It's Daniel again, and I'm a vegetarian. Have been for about 10 years now, and so I used to be vegan, but now I'm veggie. But do I get involved? I don't know what is the food taste test all about?
Mind if I answer? Well, what I would say is the food taste test. We don't give too much away. There's sort of an element of surprise to it. Again, it's like every activity. You don't need to take part in anything that you don't feel comfortable in doing. You might not have a problem. That's all I'll say with some of the things that are there. Ironically, and can you all see? Who can see me?
Yeah.
Ironically, and I promise you, this is not because I don't get fed at home, but ironically, and you're not going to like this, I'm afraid, Daniel, but ironically, these are the sorts of bugs.
Oh my God.
Where are we? Can you all see that?
Oh my God, is that alive?
Yeah, it's a locust. Okay, so we just thought we'd show you. Again, you don't have to eat it. And we've got some other ones here. I don't know if you can see these little ones. Okay, well, where are we? There. These are crickets. Do you see them?
Yeah.
Okay, and I tell you what, I did say that our instructors do everything. They're even nicer to taste. So there you go.
Do you have to eat those if you do the Challenge the City, or is that just for the wild people?
I'm afraid, Gemma, you're off the hook. It's just for the wild people. It tastes quite nice, actually. So
I imagine it'd be all right for pregnant ladies to eat.
Oh, absolutely fine. Just a bit of fun, guys. Don't worry about that challenge. It's just a bit of fun.
Can I just ask? Obviously, we're all doing lots of things, and I'm sure many of us probably may or may not do again. Will there be somebody there taking photographs?
Yeah, we do have people, our instructors, they all take photographs and we get them, they're taking photographs in places that none of you would be able to take. So whether that be at the top of the abseil, taking it while you're going down, or at the top of the canyon or at the bottom of the canyon. So we're always taking pictures for you, which you can then upload yourself when you go on our website and our social media page.
Oh, that's great. That'll be fantastic to look back on after the event and have a good laugh and look at some of the stuff that I thought I would never do, hopefully.
Yeah, brilliant, mate, brilliant.
Well, thanks for that.
Well, anybody else got any more questions?
Sorry, I feel like I'm hogging things. It's Daniel again. But one of the guys said to me, "Oh, can you find out? Because I know the stuff we've got to bring, but do we need any money with us for any of the stuff we do on the day?"
Not whilst you're on the challenge, you don't. We provide everything, and by the nature of it being Challenge the Wild, there are no, or Challenge the City, there are no shops that you will come in contact with, and nothing for you to spend any money in or on. Obviously, you may want to take some money for your journey up, your journey back. Your coffee on the way there, your coffee on the way back, or if you want to stop off in some of the little villages, in the Lake District or Scotland, and buy some souvenirs to take home. But actually, on the challenge, you don't need anything.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's all I've got to ask, actually. So, but thank you.
Oh, great stuff. Anybody else got anything?
No, I have no more questions.
Ev, have you got anything?
No, that's everything. Thanks. It's been great and really, really informative. Thank you.
Great stuff, guys.
It's been really nice speaking to you all, and I can't wait to meet every one of you.
You
Can't
too.
wait to meet you.
Brilliant, guys. Right, so just about, as a sort of a, I suppose, a close, if we want to call it that, I just wanted, like Sid said, great to meet you guys. Look forward to seeing you again. If you have got any questions or anything that you think about or anything that you didn't want to ask on this webinar, you've got our phone number, pick up the phone. It isn't a case of you just turning up on the day. We're here to help you on your whole journey, before, during, and after. So pick up that phone if you've got anything else.
Will do.
Cool. Okay, thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Dan. Thank you both.
It's lovely speaking.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.